Imagine a dice game. In option 1, you could either get $100 or you could get $0. If you roll number 6, you get that $100. For any other number that you got, you would get 0. In the second scenario, you roll the dice once again and get a constant $5. So which one would you choose? Most people would choose the second scenario because you're guaranteed that $5. So animals, just like us, also tend to do the same thing. In the case of the animal, the reward is measured by food. So animals prefer environments where you get more constant food as opposed to environments where food is more variable.
One of the challenges in neuroscience is to understand and predict animals and human behavior. So in an effort to obtain a tractable model, we turn to a little worm, C. elegans, because they have a simple nervous system and they use this very similar decision-making principles compared to us.
We discovered how a nervous system evaluates variability in the environment and uses that information to modify the animal's behavior. Now it uses that variability to talk to a cell that produces dopamine and increases dopamine in the condition where you have high variability. This dopamine then modifies that animal's behavioral strategy so that it can seek more constant environments.
There is an assumption in the field that behavior of animals is really variable, and the way I would react to a situation would be very different from someone else. And what we discovered that to a large extent the animal's behavior is actually predictable given their past sensory experiences.
We have identified the signaling pathway that dopamine is using to modify animals' behavioral strategy. So we hope that this work is going to lead to a greater understanding and potential therapies for a large number of neurodegenerative diseases like Parkinson's. And part of the reason for assuming that is because changes in dopamine signaling pathway underlie these different diseases like Parkinson's. And so if you understood how dopamine signaling worked in the brain, you could potentially help patients whose dopamine signaling was disrupted.